What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Friday afternoon broadcast at 4 o'clock of Madden 24. And basically, we'll be doing the same as we've done the past week, basically. And hope you guys are enjoying it so far. Let's get started.
Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
And at the start of Jordan Love's NFL career, he had one of the best seats in the stadium watching Aaron Rodgers work. But now, he's looking for more than that. Rocket arm, big play potential. And he wants to show this organization that he's capable of being a dependable starter for the foreseeable future.
Here's Love. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Now, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Love with it here, third and short yardage. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. Down the left sideline. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Black shot. Let's go, charge.
A second down throw for Young. Got an open man, it's Washington. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy complete.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Kadarius Toney, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Up the middle, Abdullah. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Love. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it.
And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the interception, Young.
And that'll be caught by Tony.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product.
And he's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football.
Here's Tony on a quick slant. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. They'll run with Gibbs.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. As they come up now, 2nd and goal.
Again, it's Gibbs.
And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it's now 14-0.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. He's piloted 2 drives so far, and unfortunately not very well piloted. Both led to interceptions. Now they're facing the deficit. Another touchdown after that previous pick. Starting over here, 1st and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. And Reed comes flying in from safety for the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Abdullah on the counter. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. Throwing. Love. Screen play to McAllister. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. Take it at the 37. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here is Young.
Throw left side, complete to Tony.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Off the play fake, Young. To the right side and complete to Washington. 23 yards on the play. Here's 1st and goal, and Gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 21-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And while we have a moment, we remind you the registration for the Madden Championship Series is now open. This year we'll be giving away, ready for this, $1.7 million in prize money to the best Madden 24 players in the world. And if you want to get in on the action, and you should, visit MaddenChampionship.com to get yourself registered. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
52 Glasgow.
They go play action. Young. Complete to Washington. 16 yards on that one, and a Raven first. Final play of the half. Young. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter.
10 cycles. Trail, yellow. Cut.
Young on first down. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. That one goes for 30 yards.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
He's got the comeback route here. That's Tony on the reception. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Throwing, Young. This will be caught inside the 10. Well, the Ravens are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Looking to throw, Young. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Marcus Jones. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Steelers. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Ravens offense getting set and ready for this next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Young to throw again on 2nd and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30, inside the 20, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Kadarius Toney, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Things, unfortunately, continuing to implode here. The interception he threw on the previous drive, of course, led to the touchdown. And that deficit widening a little bit further. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Open man, that's Ronnie Bell. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
Love looking to throw it. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. And Charles is, this is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends. Back now in Baltimore. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Sly on for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Well, it wasn't a one-play drive, but I think they'll take it. The scoring summary, 2 plays and into the end zone. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now Love. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Carl Lawson in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. As the offense reemerges, there's wide receiver Kadarius Toney leading him out. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. 23 yards the pickup there.
Let's go.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Young looks to throw on 1st down. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now Joey Sly for the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And the Steelers set to take the field. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And this one is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Carl Lawson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Matt Hawk now, standing just about on his own goal line. It's fielded at the 45. And he is going to dive to the turf. Boy, a strange return there. And they're going to start with really terrible field position. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Ready?
And Young's going to throw it here. That'll be caught. It's Toney. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. Well, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there's no
Did you just see that? I pulled an 84 Roquan Smith. That is so fucking perfect.
Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. Taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Set, ready. Check, smash.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. A little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Young working out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. But, man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's 4th down. Here's Ethan Evans now. Oh, the return is Reed. A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 38. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. Taking it right down Broadway. Loose inside the 30, inside the 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. yards. And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game when the emotion got a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying the left side with Gibbs. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have...
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
They're giving him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
And that's out to the flat. The ball comes out. He's got the first down and more. And it's picked up by the Ravens. Set up shop at their own 40. Two teams have met in Super Bowl 35 down in Tampa. The Ravens and Giants are underway. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And when you watch Kenny Pickett play, you see a young man who got better every season in college and really blossomed in his final campaign, took his game to a new level, and made him a first-round pick in the NFL. He's the type of kid who can beat you with his mind, beat you with his arm, and occasionally with his legs. A tough, skilled performer.
There he goes, right side. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back on that counter play? You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise,
rush coming, and he's taken down. Alex Singleton making the play defensively. So a nice bounce back there defensively after giving up the big play.
Yeah, you can either get down on yourself or you can get motivated. And that time, they dropped him for a loss. So I would say that they got motivated and made the play.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. So a long field ahead for the Ravens to start things out. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural...
Odell Beckham Jr. He's got room past the 30. Now look out. Odell Beckham. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Odell Beckham, 94 yards. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
You ain't going nowhere.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Now Pickett. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 39 yards there. A big one.
And this is how you answer a touchdown the other end. You come out throwing to start your own drive. And not just throwing, but pushing it down the field. And they come up with a big play as they try to answer back with a score of their own.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Here's Pickett. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. And Reed coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And now where will the side judge stop his clock? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Ready.
Brings up second and 5.
To throw, Young. Open man, there's Darnell Washington. 23 yards to pick up there. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. It'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Now first catch there for the rookie Flowers. He's got a 1st down. Young to throw it. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 13-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Ready up.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Ready.
From the shotgun, it's Young. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down?
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Darnell Washington from 13 yards out. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 14-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he returns this to the 22. New York ready to go again offensively. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
And it's still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. A pretty good effort there, 9 yards, but not enough. We'll likely see the punt team now on 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Young's throw hauled in by Washington.
A coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there, and that's not what he did after the catch.
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, but when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he gets it down to the 32. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Young's throw caught by Tony. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Sly able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away.
You ain't going nowhere.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to... Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Young. Over the middle, complete. That's Gibbs. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Now Young. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground, incomplete.
Here we go, set.
We're in Baltimore, 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10. Young to throw it. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Flowers. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 39. Now Young. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. From the red zone now, Young. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is now 24.
Joey Sly is set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. To the air on 1st down with Pickett. He'll find Aguero complete. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it back.
Pickett in trouble, and down he goes. Eric Berry, the safety, comes flying in for the sack. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. 21 yards. Well done on the return.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Back now in Baltimore. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Ready?
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Flowers. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Now a 1st down throw for Young.
He's got the comeback route here. That's Tony on the reception.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Striker, 3-3.
Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The New York set to take the field.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Pickett back to the air on 2nd down.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Dean. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
It certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Young here to throw.
That's caught. It's Flowers.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
first and 10, Young. And he's got it. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So we'll see what Young and his guys can do here as they walk up for the two-point try. They're going to keep it on the ground. And they're just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't.
And now off to the races down the right side. He's got room at the 30, and he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point up and good by Shudak as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So then after the made field goal, Shudak back out to kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And Young's going to throw it here. And that'll be caught by Tony. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Young working out of the gun. It's caught inside the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Young now. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. One final shot for Pickett. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Roquan Smith came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Alright guys, I'm going to resume in a little while. I hope you enjoyed the broadcast. I'll see you soon.